He was outside playing basketball, and I noticed him squat down to pick up the basketball instead of like bending over. And 9-year-olds like don't think like this is the right way
Proper
to pick
form.
up.
Yeah, they're not
Like they're not old and have to do it correctly.
thinking about throwing their
And
back
so-
out.
Yeah. And so I thought, that's odd. And I remember that being like one of my red flags or my little like, ooh, something's not right. And so he came in, I was like, hey kiddo, does your back hurt? And he was like, yeah, I think I rode in the car wrong or something. And I was like, we were only in the car for 10 minutes. And so I thought, okay, that was kind of the thing. And then I think the next thing, we had the MRI that day, and his pediatrician called us that night and was like, okay, it's been read and it is rhabdomyosarcoma. I'm like, that's a mouthful.
English, please.
Yeah. I was like, oh, and it is cancer and it is everywhere. I asked the doctor, like, what would you do if this was your kid? And he was like, I would probably go home and make memories. And so that was just kind of like, well, you're wrong, in my head.
Not my kid.
And when you hear those words of, your child has cancer, everything changes. Your whole world, as you know it, dies. And then you're flipped into this whole new world that you know nothing about. And having to navigate that it's just, I'd say it's impossible, but you don't have a choice, right? Like you do what you have to do for your kids.